The most valuable commodity I know of is information. Wouldn't you agree?
Object. Object to defense.
Hi there guys, welcome back into another session. Hope everyone is having a brilliant start to the week. A few things to look at on Big Boy Bitcoin today. We're going to concentrate on Bitcoin mainly in this video. Okay, so are we still in the trenches? Can we peer our head over the precipice? And are we seeing any green shoots of grass ahead for the coming week? Let's have a look at some levels and some order flow together after such a bearish red week last week. Okay, so where have we come from and where are we going? Very red week last week. Levels were just getting decimated to the downside, weren't we? You know, we just needed some bigger depth, really. I was pointing that out all the way along. I think bounces could have been played. We did play a couple of bounces last week. You know, even on the live session, despite the sentiment, we looked for a long exposure on BTC. In the live session, probably just a bounce, but worth the trade. Okay, and we got a tiny bounce. It was a bounce for ounce, to be honest. I was hoping for a little bit of a bigger bounce. Said to the guys in the socials that, you know, if we come down to that 56, 55k level again, I don't think it's going to hold. Okay, that was on Friday. Subsequently, we rocked those levels, didn't we? So yeah, very red week last week. Are we seeing any green shoots? Now, not financial advice on the colours of my tweets. Do your own research, okay? But yeah, so stayed open, stayed awake, should I say, stayed awake for the Asian Open. Just wanted to see what was going on, basically Sunday night, Sunday evening for me, 2 a.m time for me. Good morning, fresh week ahead. Can the Bulls score some green points while the Bears are asleep? BTC key levels. Weekly open 54.8. Okay, and that was our key resistance. We've actually overcome that now. I'll show you that in a second. And we did have a daily naked point of control a little bit lower. Okay, so nice green day to start the week yesterday. Very nice. I still think the trading is absolutely brilliant. No real news of such going on Twitter timelines, and a lot of the socials are absolutely salty as fuck. If ever you see that from so-called traders, people getting angry, frustrated with levels, you know, price rises up to 58k, they then look for 65k, or you know, on the reverse of that, if you fall down to 53k and then people start calling for 49.50, just tell them to chill out a little bit. If you're a trader, you shouldn't give a flying fuck what the prices are. So yeah, timeline's very salty. If anyone is salty on the timelines or looking at getting frustrated, it's probably because they are having a shit trading week. Ignore them. Come and grab some real data from the TRDR console. If you've been struggling, go and check out the academy. Okay, I do recommend the guys that are in there have really benefited from it. Get some really nice DMs and messages about that. If you're struggling, go and grab a link from below for the TRDR Academy. Okay, gives you access to the private Discord as well. Okay, so let's go and have a look at a few levels just quickly though. Posted that to the guys yesterday at 2 a.m. my time. Let me just disable that. 2 a.m. my time. Another week. Here we go. Not seeing much edging, fresh shorts yet. It was absolutely sideways price action all weekend, and I could see from the Volume King template that retail shorts were just piling in at lows. Okay, it doesn't matter what you think. Don't short the fucking lows, all right? Just leave it alone. You know, you're too late. Leave it. Not seeing much edging fresh shorts yet. Run it up a bit higher. See top levels on BTC, Salt and ETH. And I'm referring to top levels, order blocks that are higher up, okay? Didn't play BTC, but if I'm of the sentiment that BTC and ETH and the market's going to hold and rise up, there's certainly other things I want to play, to be honest, and not recommending these kind of trades. But, you know, quick explanation there for the guys. On the PopCat trade that I took, daily levels hold very well here. We do have a certain amount of order flow on these meme assets as well. I would recommend, if you are going to trade stuff like this, only trade the higher volume stuff, okay, not the low liquidity shit. You have to be quite confident in your trading. But yeah, nice result on that one, okay. Looking to close that. I've actually got still a little bit open, okay. Mention the guys as well. Also be looking to short the majors. BTC back down the next 24 hours or so. So that was yesterday. Okay, so let's have a look at Let's have a look at where we are. So yeah, not much going on the Twitter timeline. Everyone's salty as fuck. Let's go to TradingView and quickly have a look at some levels of where we are. Okay, so I can't really, I'm drawing a fixed range on this, but I can't really call it a range as such because it's just been downtrending, hasn't it? Even on higher time frames, daily 4 hour has really been downtrending. But just to show you guys some levels of where we are. Okay, so this was last Friday, okay, when we absolutely broke down. Really well played if you did catch the short there. I have to be honest, I didn't catch that short. I wanted to, but I was being a greedy trader and I wanted a little bit higher. And what you want, you don't always get. You have to just go with what the market gives you, okay? But that's fine, you know. Really pleased for everyone that caught that short back down, okay? So level was never going to hold here. Mentioned that to the guys in the social. Said, look, this level's not going to hold again if it gets whacked. So here we are. We absolutely run it down. Sideways, weekend price action for hours on end. Do not short when you've got lows like this and the liquidity's being wiped out, the open interest being wiped out. The funding was going mega negative here. Retail shorts were piling in. What do? We actually were finding a bit of demand and we rise up. Okay, so here's your weekly open, 54,850. Check your exchange. It will vary ever so slightly, okay? And we've risen up, okay, I'm just going to keep it simple on these levels. We've risen up, okay, and we've actually reclaimed the value area low of this so-called range. I don't really want to say we are in a range because we have been absolutely downtrending, but bear with me, okay? I still like to draw these levels. Is this a deviation? You know, maybe it's a deviation. I'm open to that, okay? So for our value area low, just coming in at 56.4 here, you can see what we did is we broke it, we bounced, we've held it, and we look like we want to continue. I'm a bit dubious about that. I am seeing some supply above. If I just show you that on a 1 hour here, okay, so those were your lows. Sideways weekend price action. We found a bid in this zone. Retail was shorting. We rise up, okay. Yesterday into the US session, let me zoom in a little bit there. Yesterday into the US session, all we did was come and backtest this weekly open, okay? Get your levels drawn on. I do recommend that. You need confluence of the order flow in these areas, but there was no real selling here, okay? So I was still happy to hold and play longs all day yesterday. Had a few longs on, nothing too big, really, nothing to celebrate and scream and shout about it. So yeah, weekly open held in the US Open. We pushed up, just got the old classic 1 hour EMA here. And yeah, we're holding this level, and there you go. There's our value area low of that so-called range. And we've bounced, we've hit that. So it just shows a bit of classic TA as well, and confluence of the order flow looks very nice, doesn't it? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at some order flow because I've got a few things I want to show you guys of interest. I'm not going to get bullish here as we rise up, okay? Get bullish down here if you can. Get maybe bearish up here where I need to look for a little bit of supply. Maybe we run it up a bit higher, get some volume bearish divergences as we hit some supply and get another rotation down. I'm very open for that. Okay, let's jump into some data and have a look. Right, here we are then, guys, just on the multiverse chart at the minute, because I've just got a little bit of Popcat still open. Perps are actually just trying to defend that. I'd like to see if we can just get another rise up into the US session there. But what can we see? It's similar to what we saw last week, okay? Offers, sellers are preparing the supply side a little bit higher on a lot of assets, okay? So no real bid on Solana here, offers above. You're in aggregated supply zone on ETH, offers above. Aggregated supply zone on BTC, offers above. Okay, so let's just go and have a look at BTC first of all. Okay, let me just go to the spot chart first of all. So here we are. Yeah, basically nice move up. You see there, I've just got the weekly open marked there as well. So I do have these levels marked in the order flow as well, just to get a bit of confidence of what is going on. Sellers were doing a shit job, bounce it up. Come down, sellers doing a shit job, would bounce again, and this remains to be seen. Okay, but for me right here, right now, it's coming up to 10 a.m. London time, okay? I don't really trade these kind of European hours unless something looks absolutely Gucci, okay? Really good. Because it's low volume session, I would give this a couple of hours, okay? I would wait to see if we can come and take this Asian session or end of US session wick space again with some bearish divergences. What do I mean by that? Here you go. You're already starting to come out of position a little bit. We've got a nice cluster there from the Volume King template, okay? Look for something like that. Maybe you don't even quite take this wick space, but don't just short or enter positions now with expectation. I see that so much in many feeds, not being specific, but people just with higher time frame expectations, okay? So they might say, oh, I think we're going to hit 50k. So they start shorting this zone here with expectation that you're just going to drop down there, okay? What's your evidence? Show me some evidence then. Have we got aggressive sellers here? No. We're actually in 750 million aggregated depths there. Send it back up, okay? So that's where we are. It's just an auction of price. You know, wake up each day, go with it session by session and see what we get, all right? So let's just have a look at a couple of other things. So yeah, I mean, basically, yeah, I mean, what you're going to see here from BTC, I think we can rise up a little bit, but all I'm saying is, you know, I would be quite happy to put some more offers into this zone. Let me just go to my full layout so I can just have a look at what the other exchanges are doing for a second. Let me look at Coinbase Pro. Yeah, so Coinbase Pro are going to defend 60k, okay? I think that's a bit of a reach to get up there, I do have to say. I think anyone looking for these bigger expansions, I'm not sure you're going to get it yet. I think you can clip into the 58ks and then maybe see a rotation lower. No real aggressive selling from many others at the minute. Perps did do some selling here yesterday actually, but again the bigger bands are in control. It's quite worrying when you see this lower level here. You see on the Perps exchange, okay, so that was 51.5, and then you see them doing some selling here, yeah, and you think, shit, they've pulled that level and they're actually doing a bit of selling here, but still I still don't think the evidence was there for a giga nuke. You know, I just don't think it's there, and that's what a lot of people expect. They expect these bigger drops down. It takes a lot of volume to drop price, you know. It's quite easier on lower volume to float price up. So here we are. Bigger bands on Perps are still there. No dynamic bid coming in right here, right now. What's Bitfinex doing? Okay, BitMEX they did a good job of holding this level here at 57.6, but then they pulled it and we've just whipped right through. So yeah, there we go. And I think I'm not going to concentrate on alts too much because I think they're going to follow BTC right here, right now. But it's certainly something I'm looking for, okay? Certainly something I'm looking for in the next 12 hours, maybe the US session, is another rise up into here. And I'd have no problem shorting that back down, you know? Monthly opens up here as well at 58.8. Do we go and tap the monthly open cheekily, wick into there and then come down? I'd be looking for that, okay? If you are going to hold longer term risk on exposure, you really need to see these kind of bigger order blocks come in and start to sit under price now. I don't know, but I don't think we have fully bottomed yet. I think we can still come down and test some of these lower levels. I just think it might take a bit of time. But yeah, my plan today, I've still got a bit of long risk exposure on all the good stuff. PopCap. Don't follow those trades. All right, but I certainly look to take a bit of risk off and short these back down. Absolutely easy. All right, guys, so nice and easy. I think the order flow and the levels, you know, seeing where we've come from and where we're going, very easy at the minute. Take each session as it comes. Don't wear your heart on your sleeve with these bigger time frame, you know, 65k, 48k targets. Wake up, have a look at the data, let the data lead you, okay? Let the data lead you in your decision making, yeah? And, you know, if you are really struggling, like I say, go and have a look at the academy, access to the private Discord, new 1 hour 24-minute video in there, really in-depth market data driven analysis, okay, that I think you can benefit from. All right, guys, look, I think we're in for a really good week, whichever way we shake. All right, live in the US session on YouTube a little bit later on. We'll see you there. Cheers.
I bet your margins are pretty nice and fat.
Let's not talk about my margins, by the way. Being nice and fat, that's a nice shirt. Do they make it for men?